YouTube. I don't do Twitch. I don't like Twitch.
When they fall, we rise. You and me, friend. Better to die fighting than to live in fear.
Introducing your champion.
We got murdered, bro. That's fine. This is a shitty spot. Yeah, it's just a bad situation.
How about here?
Do it.
I'll try and keep us under the radar.
Oh shit. My niggas are on the way. So I might actually have to wind up closing the application. my coworkers. We're gonna go smoke. I left early, like usually we all close. But what the fuck? what kind of fucking bullshit drop is this?
The next ring is quite far.
But anyway, normally I close, but tonight I got off at 11 because we don't close until 1. So they're on their way right now. They're like probably 5 minutes away.
I told ya. Cause this game is fucking.
Oh god! Oh god! No! Why me?
Hold on.
Hey, I'm gonna jump off the ship. Come pick me up. Oh wait, I can't jump off the ship. Oh god! I'm not jumping off the ship. I'm dead.
Enemy agent right here. Reload. Enemy right here. I'm sorry, but you could have killed my friends.
It's fine, man. If you guys want to do this again tomorrow, let's do that. I'll be in much better shape tomorrow. I pre-gamed too hard.
Hey, sorry guys. I was getting
I'm
dressed
proud of
real
you.
quick.
I could not do that shit. Every time I've tried to do that shit, or like Alice, or like
Ow.
Lucy, like I would just turn off my console. I would just turn it off.
Oh.
I got a buddy that's super good at Overwatch when he's on that shit. Like stupid good with Widow. Like
I've never even played it.
It's really, dude. I was masters for Ying. I was masters for Yang, dude,
Anyways, guys,
on
I gotta
PC. Yeah.
go.
Nah, dude. We'll
So,
pick this up tomorrow if
oh,
you guys want. If not,
hell
dude,
yeah, I
it's
guess.
cool. I
Yeah.
same. I'm gonna drive through Chicago again though. Just I want to see it. Well, cool, cool. I was gonna say if you want, man, you can add me. Uh, yeah. I never sleep. Yeah. Now I gotta figure out how to do this. All right, there we go. That's what I'm. That's what I'm looking at right now. Dude, I have so many friend requests. I have 49. Yeah, that's kind of the struggle with it, you know? Like I'm laid off right now, but like when I go back to work it's going to be like awesome, but at the same time it's like, man, I can't do this anymore. Nice. It depends on the company that hires me, but the last company that I worked for, uh I did all new mini splits, rooftop units, um full exchanges of rooftop units on elementary schools and high schools. Yeah, HVAC. Oops. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, oh yeah, so he was mostly trying to get like the service side of things and certifications and all that shit, yeah. The big thing though is like if you find a smaller company, like I had no experience, bro. And I worked for a year for this non-union company. It was like me and three other people. And I learned how to do pretty much anything and everything. A lot more than what they teach you in school. And I also got to learn a lot more systems than they'll teach you in school. And dude, that's how I got into the union. Like I completely bombed the interview, bro. I was number two on the test, right? I did really well for everything but the thing that mattered, and I blew the interview, bro. It was bad, and basically they quit the interview like midway, and they just told me, like, hey, thank you for your time. We'll contact you, and it was like, yeah, yeah, I could tell it's over. So I called the guy. Oh, dude, and like what I expected. Yeah, exactly. Like I just, I got shook at it. I was shook up, man. But I called that guy after that, the non-union guy, and I told him like what was going on, and he was like, "All right, uh, can you make it to me by 4 o'clock tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Okay, cool. We'll do the interview then." I got the job same day that I bombed the interview, and I worked for him for 8 months, and the union fucked me over hard. I had to burn a bridge with him because it was either I get into the thing that I was trying to do to begin with and burn that bridge, or say no, lose my spot, have to retake the test, and get blacklisted anyway. Like, they will not accept me if I try to do it again. No matter how good I was with the testing, no matter how experienced I was, because of what I did. Like if I made that choice. You know, I didn't have an opportunity to. I had no opportunity to tell my boss. Literally, they called me on a Thursday, and they told me that I had to be at the shop at 7 a.m. Friday. No questions asked. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Um. Well, my union. Uh. My union is, like I said, it's sheet metal, but our acronym is SMART. So sheet metal, air, rail, and transportation in general. So if you have an opportunity to get into anything, get into the sheet metal union. I think that's hands down the most versatile out of all of them. Like, not even pipe fitters have what we have. Dude, I mean, exercise is one thing, dog, but bro, you have to understand, there's a big difference between working for a moving company that is backbreaking and working for like what I do. Like, yeah, I have to lift heavy shit, but it's dude, dude, and they will not allow you to lift X amount of weight without somebody else, or without a forklift, or without this or that. Like, when I was non-union, I used to have to fucking pull AC units off of a truck and put them into the garage before we before we would do the installation, because you do the furnace first. You know, then you do the line set. The line set goes to the AC unit. So what would happen, you know, like you would install the furnace one day, and while we installed the furnace, the guys would install the garage door. So that way the AC unit would be protected. And then a couple weeks after that, like once we got through like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 houses in that subdivision, we would go back and basically retrace our steps and do what we did, but instead of the furnace, we would do the AC unit. Dude, I don't know how I I didn't like just lose my shit and just and have one of those things land on me. There's no easy way to dude, I mean we're talking off a fucking box truck. 4.5 feet up at least. And it's an AC. It's an AC. Exactly. No lift gate. It's an AC. It's not super heavy, but it's awkward heavy, you know? Dude, not to mention the fucking furnaces. Holy shit. Those fucking things. The first one I had to grab off a truck. I almost destroyed. And I don't know if you know furnaces at all, but trains are the most expensive. Like hands down. It was like a $4,600 unit. I almost completely destroyed that thing. But I got lucky, and I tore my hands up instead. And I still had to finish that day. Dude, I've seen some dumb shit too in those subdivisions. I've seen some crazy shit too. Like, being non-union and working those places, like, it's funny, man. You see some crazy shit, bro. Like, a lot of the subdivisions that we did were like upper $300,000 to $500,000 houses, and it was only because of location, man. Like they were duplexes, they were fucking garbage. But there was one house. I think it was like the second to last house I ever did with that company. This lady and her husband. Her husband was a preacher for a local church, and the wife, from what my boss told me, was an ex-addict that married him because of the fact that, quote unquote, he saved her. Dude, dude, every 3 feet of that house, every piece of wood that you could write on, she wrote fucking Bible verses and some of the creepiest shit you've ever fucking read in your life. Just, dude, like, it was sketchy shit, bro. It got to the point where the fucking owner of the subdivision told her she's not allowed to come back until the house is done. And that's her house. Like, they paid full price for that house. That's how much he fucked up, dude. It was wild, bro. It was wild. I couldn't even imagine. Ooh. Yeah.
Today will be our day. Fight Rika.
Prepared and ready.
I only trust whom I have to trust. Let's keep it at that.
Oh, dude. Yeah, and they just... Yeah, I was gonna say either they just, like, stood there or they were, like, they just kind of dipped out.
This is your champion.
There's a foreman that I used to work for that was notorious for doing that. There was an apartment complex that we got the opportunity to do all the restoration on. It burnt down to the ground,
Just
and
picking
they
a place.
rebuilt it.
I will choose
And
our
so we got
location
to
for
install all
rest.
the furnaces and all the ductwork and shit. It was
Wherever we
a
go,
very,
I'm ready.
very profitable endeavor. The fucking foreman hid in the boiler room while 2 apprentices had to carry 30 fucking furnace units upstairs. Ping it. Oh.
Better lies beyond.
I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Here, you know what, dude?
Let's go this way. Might be something good this way. Might be something good this way.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to get caught, better get back in the ring.
Attention. First blood.
First blood.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. Wait, they have a warehouse? A moving company? Ah.
Hemlock right here.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
I kind of think I know what you're talking about.
New kill leader.
It wouldn't be corporate, it would be I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're trying to talk about. Yeah, I mean, that ain't too bad. Well, no, in Indiana, that's pretty common too. As a journeyman though, like after 4 years, I'll be making 42 an hour. Be careful about that.
The ring is close. 60 seconds left.
Right. Well, the carpenters I met were really great people. The only thing though is
The ring is close.
you want to talk about being laid off. Like, those guys get laid off, I would say the most.
Half a minute. Ring
Well,
is near.
Well, the thing is, it's a good gig. You just have to look into it. I mean, there's a lot more to it than I knew prior to being in the union myself.
Backpack here.
Like,
Level 2.
those guys are also like tile guys. They're pretty much anything and everything, interior, exterior, anything that requires
Level 1.
infrastructure. Where
Body shield here. Level 2.
like roofers also do a lot more than I expected.
Closing.
They do trusses and stuff. They help with trusses.
No one is inside.
Roofers, be careful about getting into the roofers union. I wouldn't. No, dude, they're a bunch of drunks, bro. You'll lose your fucking life. Dude, no, because they're just not gonna give a shit. Or they're gonna tell you, like, hey, you're good to do this.
Delivering care package.
And,
They dropped the care
yeah.
package. Yeah.
It's
I'll
like,
pick one here.
iron workers. You gotta be careful about them. Like, the iron workers are great people, 9 times out of 10, but, bro, they drink. They drink a lot. And they drink on the job.
Attention. The kill leader has
Barrel
been
stabilizer here. Level 2.
Dude, just take it one day at a time. You don't really gotta rush anything, man. You know? Just do what you feel is comfortable. And then,
It was their time.
yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah? No shit? What subject? Dude, you're crazy. I got a buddy that does that shit. Actually, I went to school for secondary education, so like high school. I wanted to be an English teacher. I'm really big into writing. Yeah, I am pretty sure there was just somebody here.
Marking our surroundings.
I hope,
Punching a tunnel.
that was late. Yeah, I hope that was him.
Extended light mag here. Level 2.
New kill leader appointed.
Portal's ready.
Careful. No kill leader.
Where's the portal? No, I saw somebody, but I think it was him now, because with how far of a radius my L1 is now, I got nothing. So no, it does. It should, right? Okay, well I hit it in the general direction of where he was, so.
Standard stock here. Level 2.
Ooh.
Prowler SMG here.
Got a Sentinel and an All-Star. We're...
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Some of us are off the grid.
Alright.
Shouldn't stay there.
Oh, actually, that's not too far. That's not too far. Hey, 79 seconds ago, they went through here. So, just be careful. I wouldn't say, obviously, I wouldn't say, like, in the tunnels.
Hostile spotted.
I was gonna say, but, like, watch to your left or right.
Be over there.
45 seconds ago.
Yeah, enemy spotted. Fighting.
On top.
Thermite grenade.
One of them over
Okay.
there.
Thermite grenade out.
Reloading.
He ain't gonna peek again. I see him. He just took the thingy.
Recharging my shield.
Let us go. Multiple spots.
Dude, behind you, behind you, behind you, behind you.